This is our hinge tutorial and our hinge hold tutorial. It's a common pattern that we see in the deadlift, good morning, RDLs, and swings. We're going to spend a lot of time on this one because I think it's the most important of all the lifts. In this position, we have like a bow and arrow effect. We've got tension through the spine and hamstrings. We're reaching back and loading those bowstrings. If you can envision like a bow and arrow. In this position, we've got loose bowstrings. The spine is rounded. We're faking our hamstring length. This round back position fatigues the spinal erectors and doesn't allow the glutes to work as efficiently as they could. This is the hinge pattern we want to be able to get to, both from the front and from the side. To initiate the movement, push the hips back. Slide your hands right down your quads, maintaining a vertical shin angle. All of your weight should be back on your heels. Again, we're showing the bow and arrow effect here. You're reaching back, almost like you're loading the bowstrings of an arrow, so eventually we were able to shoot those glutes through. Here's the bottom position again. We're in a neutral spine, the shins are vertical, knees are slightly bent back, and we're reaching the butt back across the room. If you're in a good position, the hamstrings should be nice and tight. Remember, we want to keep vertical shins. We're gripping your toes, but all your weight distribution should be back on your heels. We also want to maintain a neutral neck position. So gaze your eyes about 5 feet in front of you. Keep your chin down. We also want to make sure you're keeping tension on the outside of your knees. So as you're going down, sliding down your legs, I want you to put your hands on the outside of your knees and push outwards. By creating tension, we're activating the hips, and we allow for a much more stable position, allowing you to reach back. Because the goal is we want to be able to leverage the weight up off the floor. So the more you can reach back, the better position we're going to be in. Here we're demonstrating again, sliding down the quads and the shins. Put your hands on the outside of your knees, put a little tension out against those hands. Here I'm demonstrating the full pattern. The goal is to make sure the butt and knees forcefully get locked out together. Try not to overextend in this top position. Here are some incorrect positions where people bend at the ankles to kind of get into almost like a squatting position. It takes the tension off the hamstrings. We don't want too much forward bend with the ankles. Here's another incorrect position, our rounded spine. Again, we're going to be coming too low. It almost fakes our hamstring length and takes the tension off the hamstrings again. Those spinal erectors end up getting pretty fatigued. Here's another one where our knees are collapsing. Again, we always want to maintain tension outwards. Do not let the knees collapse. This is our band hinge hold. We're just going to place a small mini band just below your knees. The goal is to create tension outwards. It simulates almost someone trying to collapse your knees in, so your goal is to try to push out. Hold the position for the specified amount of time, usually 1 to 2 minutes. Stop if you feel like your form is breaking at any point in time, and then restart the timer. Coaching reminders, just make sure that keeping those shins vertical, grip those toes, and all your weight distribution is back on your heels. If you don't have a band, try putting your hands on the outside of your legs to simulate that band tension. Again, fight it and don't let yourself collapse. Hinge pattern is very important because it's the basis for movements like RDLs, deadlifts, good mornings, swings, and rows. Maintaining a neutral spine throughout these movements are key to your safety as well as your glute function.